Welcome to this week's episode of On the Spot. We got some great footage from Goths and Freaks event last weekend. I also sit down with Gina, the head of the Fairy Girls organization here in Winnipeg. She's got some great insight with what's going on in their world. Plus, awesome footage from the Handsome Daughter with Amanda doing some great interviews with Moka Only and a few other artist surprises. So make sure you stay tuned for On the Spot.
Last Saturday, the Goths and Freak Show was held at Club 3D. The Goths industrial scene did not disappoint by showing up in huge numbers to take part in the costume contest and attend the Freak Show. Here's some footage in case you missed it.
We're here with Gina, head of the Fairy Girls. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm a little exhausted, but doing quite well. So can you tell me about the Fairy Girls? Like, what are the Fairy Girls?
So the Fairy Girls was started by my friend Katie. She moved to BC last year, and when she moved, she passed on the leadership to me. And basically, I think what she wanted out of the group was a place for people to feel safe to like express their ideas, ask questions that they normally wouldn't ask on Facebook in any other sort of group setting. And I think she also wanted a place for people to like meet new people that they normally wouldn't meet, people kind of. So, and it kind of grew into all these events being made, like craft nights, photo shoots, clothing swaps, things like that. And it grew into this whole big thing. And like through it, I've met so many amazing people, like so many people I call like my best friends now. And it's just been great. It's been awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. I actually went to a recent clothing swap from you.
Yeah.
I got these awesome plaid tights. They fit so wonderful. The clothing swaps out, like, those are awesome ideas as well.
Yeah, they're really great. And what we do with the clothing swaps, all the clothing that isn't taken by people, we donate to charity, because giving back to our community is like a big thing with us. So we always want to do something like that.
Oh, that is totally awesome. So what are the kind of group requirements to get into the Fairy Girls?
Well, basically anyone can join. We don't have any requirements, but we do have rules that are pinned onto our group. So you have to read those rules, obviously. And if you break any of those rules, we're going to obviously contact you and we're going to remove you from the group, but in a private matter. We're not going to make it public to everyone. But there's no really requirements. You just have to be fun, open to anything, pretty much, yeah.
So what kind of things, so you also have, the Fairy Girl Market. So what is that about?
Well, a lot of the people in the group are really creative and make things like jewelry, art, clothing. And so Katie thought it'd be fun to start doing markets for people to sell their stuff, because some people don't know how to like get themselves out there. And with the markets, it's been great for people. And we've had 5 so far. Our last one in May was so successful, like so much positive feedback, and it was so great. And it's hard planning these, like it's hard doing it, but last one went over perfectly, and like I think we got it like down packed now. So
that's awesome. What kind of things can, like you said, jewelry and art?
It all has to be handmade. Like we kind of want to stick with that, just because a lot of these people work really hard to make the items that they do make. So yeah, anything from jewelry, clothing, artwork, anything that's handcrafted, people can sell at the markets. And we also accept people from outside the Fairy Girls as well, and that's a great way for us to get our group attracted to other people. So then people from sell at the previous markets join the group later. So it's kind of awesome.
So are there any other events that you guys go to other than the Fairy Girls Market?
Well, yeah, we have a photo shoot coming up this Saturday at the Forks. It's also Aboriginal Day, so we'll probably be hanging out after that. We also do, obviously, clothing swaps, crafting nights, things like that. And we also go to music festivals, too. I'll probably plan something for Meme, because everyone just loves that. So it's a good time for people to dress up as well. Fairy Girls, we love dressing up. We love dressing up colorful, so that'll be fun for us to do.
That's awesome. And as you guys know, we're definitely going to be at Meme, so we'll also get some shots of the Fairy Girls dancing around in their cute outfits. Perfect. Well, thanks again for stopping by.
Thank you.
So stay tuned, because up next we have Amanda, who got some awesome shots and footage from the Handsome Daughters, an interview with Moka Only and a few other artists that I'm not allowed to mention just yet.
Up to my neck and deck, living check to check, feeling stressed, I can really use some SES. Get rejected, I go out, try to pick up chicks, and instead spend my rent, correct, and forget. Up to my neck and deck, living check to check, feeling stressed, I can really use some SES. Get rejected when I go out, try to pick up chicks, get rejected. Direct and forget. Laughing all the way to the bank. Anxious, approach a teller and tell him she go for drinks, talk overdrafts. You see based on my account, at least I owe you that. I'd rather go to town than throw away the town. Really, you're fine, but I can't discuss my...
I'm here with a hot upcoming Winnipeg rapper, Vikshyn. That was right?
That is correct, yeah.
Oh, sorry, your hair is so beautiful. It was kind of distracting me when I was introducing you. But like, your hair is lovely.
Oh, thank you. I like these luscious locks too.
I know.
Are nice. Yeah.
Thank you. I fell in love with it actually in your most recent music video. So let's talk about let's talk about the salad music video.
Yeah, you don't make friends with salad.
Yeah.
I guess that's like the song that everyone knows me for.
Yeah.
The last show I gave a bunch of burgers to the crowd and shit. So yeah, I don't know. It was a lot of fun doing it. It took a year to get it out, but happy I did it.
It's very fun. Like,
Cool,
it's
thanks.
memorable.
Yeah.
And then you have another one out, too.
Yeah, Low Fun's and No Fun. That's all about like the poor rapper, poor Winnipegger kind of lifestyle, and that's the one everyone seems to be able to relate to. So.
Yeah, like I see a lot of your, you do a lot of videos on your page. And when I watch you, I feel like a lot of it's poetry.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, like,
Sweet,
when did you start writing poetry, or when did you start doing music? How did that all kind of come together for you?
I was like a young kid, like 13, 14, you know, like just needed something an outlet, and then somehow thought I was gonna be like a huge, big rapper success. Played the Handsome Daughter, opened up for Moka Only, so that's pretty good, you know, now, but yeah, it's just something that I just had, sometimes you need someone to talk to, but you don't have someone to talk to, so you just start writing, and then like, you just start enjoying it, so.
That's beautiful. So you're opening up for Moka Only tonight. What's next?
I'm just focused on tonight, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
the future's kind of blank right now. Maybe there is no future after tonight, but it's going to be a dope set.
Yeah, definitely. So you're just going to go with it.
Yeah.
So then where can our viewers find your music?
You can, like, on Facebook, look up Vikshyn, Poetry in Motion. That's a collective I work with. There's a bunch of, like, music on there, so check them out on Google, and if you like it, download for free.
And you'll see his set tonight here on The Spot.
Blood is everlasting, blunts we be passing. All direction, straight good vibes, no bad intentions. Wait, cooler than a polar bear's fingernails. Nothing worse than waking up hungover with no ginger ale. I made a mess on the carpet, Mr. Pale. Try my best, but I miss the talking, drinking ale. Yo, drink, drunk.
All that, one person is abstract. One version when I rap. One verse in y'all catch. My purpose is flawless. Rap verses, I got chicks so damn thirsty. I bet that this word spit is 10 times what your worth is. Need proof, then check the name. Living proof, we gonna test that fame. Damn, we so electric. Amplify your whole perspective. No matter what, keep the boombox, keep it turned up. We so electric. Amplify your whole perspective.
Locally loved and internationally known, I'm here with Abstract Artform. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much for interviewing me.
No, I'm very excited to see the show and everything. So I want to talk about the man behind the music.
Okay.
So when did your love of music begin?
I've always had a love of music. I think it started with when I was young. My dad taught me about records, and like I used to sit and listen to records on the carpet with him, and just like listen to a whole bunch of like old funk and classic rock and all that sort of thing. So I think that's where I fell in love with it. My mom played piano too, so that really affected me.
So who were some of your first early music influences? Who were some of those records?
The original stuff was like Average White Band, Lou Reed, Rolling Stones, The Who, a little bit of like, I guess there was a little bit of like the Ramones and stuff like that in there, but mostly that sort of stuff.
So then where would we have found you back in high school?
Back in high school, you would have found me in the smoking pit, probably. Smoking at an early age. Don't smoke, kids. It's terrible. Yeah.
But then your love of music grew, and that's how you started. That's where you started to pursue.
Yeah, no, I basically used to be in a rock band, was a singer in a rock band, and then I decided that I wanted to make music on my own, and then I realized that you could do that by production, and then I got into hip-hop music because it was produced by like usually one person, so I became like kind of an MPC head, and then started collecting and sampling vinyl, and that's where my love of music started from, and basically went from there.
So then what inspires you? What are some of the things that gets you going and helps you create some of the music that you put out for your fans?
Great music, good wine, good food, great women, good company. That's about it, yeah.
So then do you have any advice for any upcoming artists?
Work really, really hard at your craft. Work really hard at it. Work every day. Work like it's the only job you want ever.
And then what are you currently working on right now?
Right now I'm doing a music video for a new song that I just finished working on. It's a new single where I actually sing, so I'm not rapping as much. I'm doing a little more singing. But yeah, basically working on hip-hop and that. So.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Night.
Oh, by the way, I actually have one last thing for you.
Surprises, surprises.
I have a little USB stick for you. You can take it, save all your interviews on it, look at me and think of me every time. It'll be awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Right
Hugs.
on.
Got a plan for us all, but I never could have saw what he was planning at all. Yeah, I'm planning it all, from the come up to the fall. Yeah, I'm prepping for the world, yeah, I'm washing my walls. Caution them all, often I'm raw, I'm off the wall. Chasing down, rapping with the bottle of scotch. It's all part of my plan, no man with the pen.
New shoes again, who do cruise again? Who's too smooth, whose flus wanna snooze with him? No surprise, no new news to him. Here's a light bulb, Manitoba, help me screw this in. I do better when it's less team effort. With this old wolf shirt, I'm a less clean dresser. It's full circle, then it's back to the drawing board. Mike by the mirror, I'm the best I ever saw record. Moka Doom, get it sewn like an open moon. Scientists in the lab who make it go kaboom. Don't mix those two properties together, you'll end up with some empty eye sockets or whatever. Yo, I'm only here to hunt pleasure like treasure, never from a whack pack of bitches like the Heathers. After this, you better owe me for some loot. Manitoba, what's up? Do you want some more soup? All right.
I'm here with a man who needs no introduction, Moka Only.
You just introduced me.
In case, I guess, in case.
All right.
So I want to get into it because you're very versed in the industry, very well known. So how do you keep it fresh in an ever-changing industry?
I'm addicted to music, like absolutely addicted, purely neurotic. It's all I think about. And that includes studying music, not just making music. So I'm always listening to music. If I'm not listening to music, I'm thinking about music. If I'm not thinking about music, I'm dreaming about music. This is what I do. This is what I'm here for.
So then how important, because you touched on it, I want to go into how important is having a classical or a technical background in music, is it to be able to make music?
I don't think it is. I didn't have any sort of background in music at all.
Okay.
I just gradually picked up instruments and figured them out on my own, you know what I mean? And I think being a musicaholic and listening to music all the time, you start to understand music theory rather than having somebody teach it to you in a way that could be deemed stifling, you know what I mean?
And like kind of hinder that creativity.
Yeah, not to say that it does every time. I mean, it's to each their own, right?
Definitely. So with the tons of messages in media, what do you hope your fans take away from your music?
Love.
That's it.
Just bliss. Like it's what I'm aiming for anyway. You know what I mean? I don't know if I've hit that or not, but that's like what I aim for. Like I want people to listen to my stuff and feel that they can escape into this, like a universe that is just being created. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always look at it like that. Ever since I started doing music, it was like a world that I could crawl into anytime I want. You know what I mean?
So
Where
music
I'm
is
making up slang. I'm making up scenes and scenarios and speaking through moods.
It's like a paintbrush for you, music.
Mm-hmm.
Like even just speaking to you, like visual images are just coming to me, and I'm moved right now, and that's just you using words. So I can understand why your music is so powerful.
It's like vibrations, you know what I mean? Not to sound like some new age guru
No.
or something, but that's what moves me.
I can see the passion that drives you.
Thank you.
So then I know that you just released a new song. I was able to listen to 1 minute and 15 seconds of it today. So what's next? Are you doing a show after tonight?
Okay, well, as far as new song, I'll put it this way. In December, this past December, I had this crazy idea that I would release an album every single month. I would create and release an album every single month for the year 2016. So that's what I've been doing.
What kind of advice do you have for some aspiring young artists out there?
Quit.
This guy.
Put your horse blinders up. Forget about what everybody else is doing, because everybody's going to try and lure you in to thinking that you have to follow a particular path. You gotta look inward. Like music is so, it's like angelic in a way, you know what I mean? It's not, it can't really be quantified. So I think it's something you have to find your direction from within. I don't know how anybody else would go up. I know how I went about it, but that's my advice for sure. Just forget about everybody keeping up with the Joneses. Just like listen to your heart.
Listen to your heart.
Bonita Applebum, said you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, said you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on. Bonita, Bonita, Bonita. Capiche! And peanut butter's in the house tonight. My soul,
of y'all are in the house tonight. God bless you. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of On the Spot. So because there's so many different events happening in Winnipeg this summer, we're changing our show to bi-weekly. So make sure you stay tuned every 2 weeks to watch more of On the Spot. Don't forget to come see us at the store, Strange Things Emporium and Prosper Street Productions Studio at 914-B Corden Avenue. Call us at 204-615-6335, where strange is normal.